So there's a story that came out of Florida, and this story is very tragic, and it doesn't make any sense. You have a brother by the name of Desmond Joshua Jr. He was shot dead in an Orlando fast food restaurant parking lot. And what happened with this particular story is that, at fast food sometimes is not fast food. And Rich, I don't go to fast food restaurants. I can't stand those kind of places. But the woman that was there, her name is Ashley Mason. She was in the car, with a daughter of hers. And by the time she got up there to the front, she was upset about the wait. So she started, getting mad, yelling, cursing, just being upset. And the daughter got out the car admittedly and threw a drink at the window. They did give the woman her $40 back. The guy, was going back and forth with the woman, at the window, the brother named Desmond, who only worked at this particular Burger King for 2 days, actually. She was making threats that she's going to, do something to him. She's going to call her man up there to come fight him. And he was like, he was pissed off. So call your man then. Like, well, I'm scared or something. Call him up here then. And so what ended up happening, instead of her being an adult and say, man, that was so stupid, whatever. Now she go call her guy and they come back up there. In the process, they bring a gun. Okay. And a fight, the guy comes out there, demands the brother come outside to fight. Now, the mistake the brother made, in my opinion, is coming outside to fight anybody on the job. Well, you don't know what they got. I mean, you at your job, you not really carrying anything. So they coming up there to fight you, right? Instead of them, calling the police, locking the doors, not letting nobody in, and have the police come, the brother decides to go outside, get into a fight with the boyfriend. The boyfriend name is Kelvis Rodriguez Tormes. Okay, that's his name. They get into a fight, and what eventually happens, the daughter hands the mom a gun. The mom end up giving the boyfriend a gun, makes a threat to shoot, shoots the brother in the chest, end up killing that brother on the scene. Now, of course, they was charged with first-degree murder and aggravated assault with a firearm in this particular story. So after the shooting happened, they took off. The boyfriend decides to take the gun and go to dispose of the gun. The police asked him where the gun at. He said, y'all not gonna find it. He said it was destroyed, so they're being held without bond in this case. But the thing is this, it's a time to fight. It's a time to be smart at times, right? When somebody's calling somebody up there anywhere, okay, then I would say you need to assume they're armed. You have to assume that, because somebody's not gonna come up there, to quote unquote fight you without having nothing on them. Especially, these days, people are cowards. They're not like back in the day you just get into a fist fight and it is what it is. No, people want to pull weapons. And then this boyfriend of hers was a convicted felon anyway. He wasn't supposed to even have a gun, and yet, he had one given to him at the time period. This brother lost his life, I believe, on something senseless. That he shouldn't have went out there and fought whatsoever. He should have called the cops, let the cops come out there, lock the doors, and so that way they can't get in. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that should have been handled. Not coming out there fighting anybody. And you look at the picture of this chick on the mug shot. My God, who would date a ugly thing like that? Jesus Christ. You gonna go to jail for the rest of your life, or possibly get the death penalty for that thing? Seriously? And she's the one guy that started. See, I told guys about that too. Women like that will get you caught up, or can even get you killed. Starting things with men and just say, I'm gonna call my man to come up here. Any woman that's starting things with another man and it's not legitimate, like he disrespected her or something like that, if he's not doing nothing like that, because there was no reason to start cussing and fussing with that brother. No reason. If you don't like the weight, then carry your happy self on somewhere. Or matter of fact, go cook. That was what you need to go do. Go cook. But that'd be too much like right to get your behind in there and go cook. But didn't coronavirus teach you behind to get in there and cook? That's what you need to go back to closing the restaurants again, to get y'all behinds out there to cook. Now, me, I'm old school on that. I've never dated a woman, and I sure wouldn't marry a woman that couldn't cook. Forget that. Yeah, some of y'all guys getting these women that can't cook. Psh, what you gonna do? Like I said, in a pandemic. Then they on YouTube talking about how I find things how to cook. I don't know. Well, that's why. But anyway, you don't get no woman that's starting those things with no man. Now, one brother's dead. The other guy, he going to jail. He wouldn't even came up there starting nothing at all. It wouldn't even been an issue. She's the common denominator out of the whole thing. She is. One brother gone, another man he gone too. And what? Because of her. It wasn't because those two guys just got into it. It was because of her. That's why I tell guys, never be with a woman that always trying to start things with a man and then gonna say, oh, I'm gonna call you up there to come deal with it. No. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the situation in this story. Like I said, it's a very, very tragic story. But don't, if you're on your job, he should not even argue with that woman. He should have just closed the thing, walked off, or shooting the left or whatever, call the cops, do whatever y'all got to do. But we got to make sure we make better moves, because you just never know what people's intentions are.